How goes it all? Welcome back to Patterson L Properties. Hopefully, you guys are having a great and exceptional day. Sorry for the background noise. There's a storm. Just the moment I hit the record button, I hear a storm, and I'm just like, okay, really? But it is what it is. Now, on to a more positive note, family. If you're an 80s baby like me, then you grew up going to the dollar video store, Hollywood videos, and definitely blockbuster videos. All right, life before streaming videos like via Hulu, Amazon Prime, and of course Netflix, which is the company who presented their idea to Blockbuster decades ago, and they were laughed right out of the main corporate office headquarters. Well, we see who's laughing now, right? Netflix all the way to the bank. Anyways, Blockbuster Video is, the old school fashion. They started off with VHS tapes, then they transitioned to the DVDs, and then after that transition, there was no more Blockbuster Video anymore because nobody was. I remember Netflix started off as, a DVD service, and then you had I remember Amazon, and then the DVD services for the video stores. They started off. They went from going to the stores to people could just go to the. My bad, not Netflix. Redbox. That's what it is. And then you had Amazon, Prime, and all that. And then of course, everything is streamed now. Every now and then I might see a Redbox somewhere, but everything's streamed now, so there's no point in people buying or renting DVDs anymore. But there was a point in time where, as you see right here, this is what going to the video store was to the young people out there. I remember when I was a kid, like I said, I'm an 80s baby. I remember in the 90s, it was a very exciting thing to go to the video store, and I would see, I would get excited to want to see either my favorite movies or my favorite wrestling matches and whatnot, because, back then it was cheaper to rent a video than it was to get something on pay-per-view. So yeah, those are the days. And then of course, if you turn your video in late, you got a video fee. And then if you didn't rewind the VHS tapes, they would charge you for that. So yeah, it was something. It was those are the days, as they would say. But anyways, the last blockbuster video store that is around in existence today is in Detroit County, Oregon, which is not that far away from Portland, Oregon, if you're familiar with the state of Oregon. According to the article that I read today, during the summer of 2022, the world's last blockbuster store manager, Sandy Harding, who has kept the store, because actually it's in the town of Bend, Oregon. That's just Bend is in the county of Detroit County. The establishment she's kept it running for like butter since 2004, and has preserved the same spirit that was once found in locations around the world. Will be listing the store on Airbnb for a very special reason. The article states, in appreciation for all that the local community has recently done to support the last of its kind during these uncertain times, aka COVID-19, this end of the summer sleepover will offer movie lovers in Detroit County the chance for a 90s themed stay to relive the Begone Friday night tradition just as we remembered it. And before I go forward, as you see, this is back in the day, before everybody had cell phones in the hand and whatnot. I'm showing my age. I know I'm about to turn 40 years old. And that's why I want to talk about this, because this is a fun video. I'm just keeping it at that. But this is what it was. I remember Friday nights, you as a kid, you put the VHS tape in, you have popcorn and soda and whatnot, or whatever have you, cookies, whatever, junk food as a kid that you would eat. Have the family, you'd sit, everybody would sit in front. You'd have everybody have the sleeping bags, so you just slept on the floor because you was a kid, so you don't care. People slept on the couch, sofa beds, whatnot, beanbag chairs, small chairs. You sit in front of the TV and the family would watch a movie and whatnot. Those were the things that families did on Fridays. You had a thing called TGIF Friday. That's back when watching regular TV was a thing. So this theme for Airbnb is actually interesting, and I myself wouldn't mind at least checking this place out. Next time if I ever catch myself in Oregon, I might have to do a drive-by to the last blockbuster in existence. But this is this is very, very interesting. You know, as I said, I wanted to talk about this. And from a real estate perspective, this is a gold mine because this is the thing about Airbnb is you have theme Airbnbs. You know, I've stayed in the video gaming Airbnb. Last time I was in Los Angeles, I stayed in a Pacific Islander theme Airbnb and what. I mean, you even got Barbie, Ken and Barbie themes. You got Walt Disney themes. You got various themes and whatnot. It's pretty cool, you know. At the end of the day. But anyways, I digress. But you know, so I think this is a very awesome thing, and they're doing it for a good cause all at the same time. That's another thing that people need to take into consideration. All right. But anyways, so in appreciation for all that, it's starting on. So this is going to happen. This hasn't happened yet. So remember, we're in 2022 now. Starting August 17th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, because they're on the West Coast, on Airbnb, Detroit County residents can call dibs on AKA book a total rad yet intimate slumber party at the world's last Blockbuster store by requesting to book one of the 3 individual one-night reservations that will take place on September 18th, 19th, and 20. While a movie rental will cost you $3.99 for just a penny, more you can book one of these stays for $4 plus taxes and fees for an unlimited movie marathon. Now, before I go on, I think that this is great because one of the best things that Airbnb experiences is really seeing how life is, living in a community and truly seeing the locals, restaurants, etc. Once again, my apologies for the background noise. There's a storm going on where I'm at. The article also stated that Sandy will be your Airbnb host and will stock the shelves with all the movies your heart could desire before handing over the keys. Before I go on, I've gotten to learn a lot about the places around this country. Los Angeles, Houston, Texas, San Antonio, Texas, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Arizona, because of Airbnb. So that's why, and what is it? Seattle, Washington, because of Airbnb. So I commend Airbnb not only just for the money moves that they're making in the real estate market, but because the experience to stay in Airbnb is always 10 times better than staying in a hotel. Majority of the time, the thing with hotels are just, to me, they're more convenient compared to most Airbnbs because most of the time you're going to have more hotels surrounded by international airport than you will a residential neighborhood. So, but I do commend that because I've gotten to learn more and more about communities by staying in Airbnbs. You know, I've got to see what it's really like. And for the people that want to move to a specific area, by utilizing Airbnbs, you can see what it's like to live in an actual area, what the customs and the culture is, the traffic, et cetera, and so forth. You're in the community, you're not just in the tourist areas and things of that nature, right? So I commend that, all right? Now, where was I at? Like I said, let me go forward. But before dusting off those Blockbuster membership cards, I remember that thing, the Blockbuster membership cards. Life before the digital revolution and jumping into a minivan for this end of summer stay. All guests who book should adhere to COVID-19 safety guidelines around wearing masks and social distancing in public spaces. Interested guests should also note host rules that are in adherence with local guidelines, including that those who request to book must be Detroit County residents and come from the same household to minimize risk. Okay, so they're not allowing everyone to do this across the country and whatnot. They're only allowing local residents to do this. And I still think it's cool because at the end of the day, this is the cornerstone of the community. The community still supports this place. People still rent videos from here when they don't have to. You know, it's like we live in an era of streaming, but local video stores were the cornerstones of communities and whatnot, especially, like I said, Blockbusters, dollar videos. I mean, heck, from Blockbusters, you would get popcorn, you could get sodas. It was literally the movie experience. I remember that. I would get popcorn, I would get candy. When I was a kid, I used to love eating Whoppers. So I was in paradise when I would walk. I was excited going into a Blockbuster video, so as a kid. So that's why I wanted to talk about this. But anyways, I digress. And this is a private sleepover. It has been planned with safety in mind, and guests can rest assured knowing that the store will be clean and prepared in accordance with CDC guidelines and consistent with Airbnb enhanced cleaning protocol and whatnot. And during this pandemic, I can say that Airbnb is, they've done a great job, and the hosts have done a great job. So I'm gonna give kudos to them, because the first Airbnb I had ever since this this freaking pandemic started, it was in Houston, Texas. Then the second one was in Los Angeles, California. And then obviously Atlanta, Georgia, Phoenix, Arizona. But I got to give Airbnb credit for doing what they've been doing, and I give the hosts that I've had credit for doing what they've been doing, because a lot of people could be the types of practicing bad business practices and whatnot and not caring. But I got to give credit where credit is due. Even me going to Riverside County and whatnot, Fontana, California, all that good stuff. I got to see a lot of people working in a great professional manner in the Airbnb area. So much love and respect to that. But the guideline states, after the final guest checks out, Blockbuster customers can check out the living room space, which you see right here, during store hours for a limited time. If you aren't among the few to snag these bookings or visit because you're somewhere else in the world but are in need of a fresh movie suggestion, host Sandy has you covered. They listed her phone number. If you want to call, I'll give the number out: 541-385-9111. To take advantage of the store's algorithm, tell the staff what you like and don't like, and a real human will give you tailored recommendations. To celebrate the last Blockbuster in the world and its community, Airbnb will make a donation to the Human Society of Central Oregon, and longtime partner of the store, close to Sandy's heart and whatnot. And that's the beautiful thing about this, because a lot of times, hey, you watch my content before, you see me, I say make money moves or live broke like a fool. And hey, I'm a big proponent of getting money and investing money and saving money, all that good stuff. But I am a big proponent of people going after what their hearts desire, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody, kill anybody, or kill you. But I'm a big proponent of people going after their goals and aspirations and giving back as much as possible. This person didn't have to keep this Blockbuster open. It's the last of its kind in the whole world. Blockbuster videos have been shut down for decades now. But the fact that it's still open, the fact that people still frequent this establishment, it says a lot about the community around there, regardless of what your feelings may be about this specific community in Oregon. I've never been there. I've only been to Portland, and I believe another smaller town that was outside of Portland, but I've always had a good experience. But I will say with all sincerity is, when you go after your passion, especially when it comes to real estate and whatnot, it comes back tenfold, all right? So on that note, family, do the great 3 free things: like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Patterson Our Property, this is who we are. This is what we do. We wholesale property near the DMV area, whether it's tax liens or whether it's just, doing regular mailing and text message blasts and things of that nature. But contact us if you're a wholesaler, if you're an investor, if you're a person looking to sell your property because you're in a distressed situation. Let us know. If you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, think about joining WEBULL, Stash, Acorns, Crypto.com, Coinbase, and all those links will be in the description. Thank you for the Cash Apps, the Venmos, and definitely the PayPal donations. I always put it back into my channel. Also, if you're a crypto investor, think about joining the Gold Standard Partners. We have the opportunity not only to buy crypto, but the opportunity to have others do the same things, affiliate marketing network. And when they purchase a package and they sign up and purchase crypto, you make money off the package and crypto purchases, all right? On that note, family, as I always say, you can't get fired if you own the company. It's 2022. It's time for you to own something. Enjoy life, make money moves, or you're going to live broke like a fool. I shall take it. I wish you all the best, and hopefully you guys have a good night. Take care.